Okay, Kelly in New York, I got your new Stryker here for you. So I got your message about the mic, and that's no problem. Whatever you want to do is it works for me. So today was the day for your radio, so I saw your message, and what you said works out great for me. If you decide later, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do with the mic situation, that's entirely up to you. The radio is all set up, and I'm not gonna take too much time with this one, but it has the normal setup that I do with these. So everything's been addressed. The main thing on these is the sideband definitely needs to be addressed from the factory because it's a little dirty. It's actually real dirty out of the factory. So, you know, for those that don't understand what that means, I'm sorry, but you know, if you use one of these completely stock out of the box, you're essentially wasting some of your power that's going out of the radio. It's going to cause interference, and you're taking up too much occupied bandwidth on your sideband transmission. And if you use it on like HF like that, you're going to piss people off. There's going to be guys that are going to complain, probably not everybody, but there will be some. I wouldn't do it, but you know, because I'm not as picky as what some might think. I'm picky about my own gear, but whatever somebody else does, I really don't care as long as I'm not doing it. So anyways, this is the AM modulated signal of this radio, so it looks pretty good. You know, it's a little on the spicy side for AM mod. That's kind of what these are known for. So, you know, it's kind of been a Stryker thing all along. So, you know, here's the power. This thing's picking up background noise here. It's about 16 watts or so. It's actually a little higher than 16 right now, but I'm running this cheap microphone here. It's a Procom of some sort. It's actually on the pre-owned section of my website for like $10 or something, but nobody's jumped on it yet, so I may actually just take it off and just keep this thing here to use once in a while. But I'm getting kind of low on the NM532s, so I kind of put one that I use myself off to the side, and then the rest of them I'm just going to sell them as new, because every once in a while I'll just pop one open and use it here on the desk, but I'm getting too low, so I can't do that. So I got to grab something else, and this is what I had, this Procom. It's this thing. So it works okay. They sound halfway decent. You know, it's not terrible. It's a 4-pin, so it takes a 9-volt battery. Here's your sideband. So on sideband, you know, don't be alarmed that you're not going to see a huge power indicator there. If you have one of these that's factory, believe me, it's rather dirty on sideband. So the power here will go up a lot. The higher that number, it's not a good thing. So it's better when it's like this. Trust me on that. And then this is how it looks on sideband. So it's about between 3 and 4 kilohertz of occupied bandwidth, which is fine. You know, that's about where we should be on these type of radios. So no big deal there. Power wise on these, it's going to be anywhere from 70 to 100 watts normally is what they're doing. Now, if you don't have as accurate a power meter as I do, then that's okay. But just realize that you probably are going to see less out of the radio than, you know, what I can show you on this meter here. Plus, I'm on a bird dummy load, so obviously a dummy load is going to give you a little bit more true power reading versus an antenna, because depending on where your antenna could resonate at, you know, things change, and then power measurements will change also with your antenna system. So, you know, there's less variables here on the testing side here, just a dummy load and some power meters, and basically that's it. So it's working good though. So you do have the FM band here. You do need to adjust to get the 5 on the end. There's a way to do that. I'm not going to really dabble into that right now, but it's possible by using the going in here to the function menu and then using the R and T together, and then you can adjust the course and how much you want it to go, and also the fine was one of the first options. So there's a way to do it. The radio will tell you when you turn it how many like hertz that you changed and stuff like that. I don't really recommend using these for transmission in the US. Number one, we're not supposed to. Some might care, some might not. That's entirely up to you. I kind of care, but you know, I'm a little more picky on my own operating practices, so I don't really like to do things that I know I shouldn't be doing. If you're the type of operator that doesn't really care, then do what you want to do what makes you happy. So as far as that goes for listening, it's fine. You can listen. At least, you know, that's what I would do. I don't really find too much interesting going on when Europe's coming in on the FM band. It's kind of just like local talking on a CB is what I found. So, and sometimes there's so many people out there and they're keying up so quick, you wouldn't be able to get in and get a word in edgewise. So, you know, that kind of thing. So you do have your VFO options going to get you all basically everything. You can't get 12 meter from the band option. You have to use your VFO for that. It is going to be there. You just have to dial to it, and you have to adjust what you want this to do and this to do in the VFO option. So it's pretty easy to use. Turn that back there so that way it's at 0. It doesn't necessarily mean that these orange things have to be at 12 o'clock. They can be wherever they're going to be. As you can see, you know, I have it set to 5 kilohertz shift right now. So that's pretty much it on it. I'm not going to keep this one too long. We'll just check the receiver really quick and then call your order complete. Okay, here's your receiver sensitivity for AM, or I'm sorry, upper sideband. AM will be next. So it's looking good. So we'll go to AM now. I'm just gonna guess and say it's about here. See how it comes out. Yeah, it's a pretty good guess. You can probably lower it just a little bit more, but it's about minus 113. So that's pretty good. It's right about where they should be anyway. So, yep, it's working good. Okay, Kelly, well, it's all set, so I'm going to get it heading your way. There's going to be a picture, if you didn't notice at the beginning of the video, that I'll have the serial number of the radio on it and stuff like that. So I'll just kind of flash that before the video kind of starts. It'll just kind of show a couple things. So hopefully you'll catch that so you know that this one's yours. And I hope you enjoy it. 73.